What's good, y'all? If you tapped in, you already know who I am. If not, my name is Caleb Jarrell, and what I want you to think about today is, what are your habits like? What do you do when you wake up? How do you spend your day and the time that you have throughout the day? Is it more time being spent on being productive, or is it more time just tricking off the time? Are you resting more than you working? Are you chilling more than you working? Are you chilling more than you handling responsibilities and being productive? Because at the end of the day, your results and the outcome of your life and the reality gonna come down to what you do on a daily basis. So if it's certain things that you desire or a certain place that you desire to be at, you won't reach that place if you're not putting in the work daily, if you're not putting in the effort to change your circumstances, the effort to change wherever it is that you're trying to get out of. Or you might be in a good situation, but you want more to life, you feel me? You want more freedom, you want more time freedom, you want more time with your family, different things like that. So it's like, what habits are you doing to put yourself in that position? Are you working out? Are you working your 8 hours, 12 hours? Are you doing those different things? You feel me? Are you putting in the work that needs to be done? Or are you putting it off? Are you procrastinating? Are you not focusing on those areas? You feel me? You can't neglect the area but want to improve in that area. That makes no sense. You got to be attentive with how you spending your time. You got to be attentive with where your energy is going towards. You got to be attentive with the people that you hang around. Because if you hang around the wrong people, the people that's on the same type of time that you don't want to be on, that's not going to improve your situation. It's not going to improve your mindset. It's not going to enhance your ambition and different things. But if you got people around you that are on a similar type of mindset, it's going to sharpen you. It's going to make sure that you're still accountable. It's going to make sure that you are focused on whatever it is that you want to do. You feel me? But while you're going through these things and you focusing and locking in on what it is that you need to do, you gotta pick out the positive and negatives. What's the negative of focusing on what you need to do? Okay, the negative part is, I gotta work 8 hours, I gotta work 12 hours, I might gotta work 16 or a whole 24, you feel me? Whatever field that you in. But it gotta be done. But what's the positive? The positive can be, for one, you know you got this check coming in. That's the most basic positive. But if you're in a position to where you can use the job instead of letting the job use you, then you can create something. You feel me? When I was working at Domino's, yes, I was working and closing every night. But while I'm going to work and I'm closing every night, I got my earphones in and I'm listening to Steph is Cold, or I'm listening to Jerry Flowers and different podcasts that improve my mindset, that sharpen me. You feel me? That keeps me accountable, that lets me know my why. It's because I want this outcome. I want a new vehicle. I want to start my own business. I don't want to work for somebody else. You feel me? So therefore, I was pimping the job in a way. That's what I would call it. You feel me? Yes, the job was working me, but also I was using the job to put myself in a better situation. But at the same time, when we doing that, I knew I couldn't add on more responsibility in my life. Whether that be kids, whether that be dealing with certain females, people that was liabilities and things that were liabilities in my life, I had to get away from those things. That way I didn't put too much on myself in a situation and feel like I had to catch up or feel like I had to work harder than I needed to. There's got to be a balance in how you work and how you rest. Yes, you should work more, but you also have to balance and throw in some rest days or some rest periods, you feel me? So in a way, be selfish with your time. But you can't be selfish with your time if you tricking your time off, if you not getting around the right people, if you not doing the right things that you need to do on a daily basis to be in a better situation, to become a better man. So you got to focus on changing your habits. You got to focus on switching up and making small tweaks in your life for bigger outcomes, for bigger results, for better results. But you can't start off big, you gotta start off small. You may not be able to do what I do right off, or you may not be able to do what he do right off if it's somebody else that inspired you, you feel me? But what you gotta do is take bits and pieces from certain people and apply that to your life. And as you gradually continue to be consistent and disciplined with adding those pieces or tasks to your life, then you can start increasing in what it is that you need to do. You may not be able to save $500 this month, so start off with 50. Get used to 50. Boom, move it up to 100. Okay, 100 is cool. Boom, move it up to 200. Because everything in life is a process. You don't start off with the best things. You gotta start off small sometimes. So you gotta be grateful and be humble where you at, but also be in the mindset of I can do better, or I need to do better, or what is it that I need to do so I can get a better result, get a better outcome. And sometimes when you complete those certain things, sometimes you get to a point to where you really don't know where else you want to go. And I feel like that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. I remember I had 2 months or a month and a half where I looked back and I was like, dang, I really completed everything that I said I was gonna do. But it was like, I felt like I was standing still. I felt like I was stagnant. So what did I have to do? I had to go back to the drawing board. I had to go back to writing down certain goals that I want. Because once you complete something, that don't mean that you just stop. Once you complete something, that means you got to figure out what's the next level. You stay on the same level, you're gonna feel stagnant. Should you be content? Yes, you should be grateful. But the mindset daily got to be self-improved. The mindset daily got to be become better. Become a better man. Become a better person. And sometimes you're gonna have times where it gets tough. Sometimes you're gonna have times where certain things may not go your way. But in those moments is what really tests you. It's those moments that show you what you're made of. It's those moments that show where your heart is, where your mentality is. Because you gotta take the eyes off of you sometime. I remember it was one situation that I was going through, and my big brother, he hit me up and he was like, it's crazy because I see everything that you go through in your life, but it inspired me. It inspired me to do better. It made me want to be better, to live a better life, you feel me? I see how God working in your life, so it made me want to get closer to God. I see how you disciplined and consistent in certain areas, so it make me want to lock in on those areas. So sometimes what you're going through may not only be for you, but it might be for the people around you, to inspire them to do better. So ask yourself, do you attract people to the positive things that you do, or is it just negative? Are people attracted to your mindset? Are people attracted to your work ethic? And if not, it's cool, you feel me? If it's not for you, it's cool. But if it's for you, then you gotta stop complaining. You gotta stop worrying and having anxiety and depression. Having anxiety and depression every day, living in that, that's not what life's supposed to be like. So stop accepting certain circumstances and certain things that you're going through. And take your life serious. So start small. Change your habits. Change your mindset. I know y'all can't see it right here on this board, but on this board back here, I got mindsets, habits, and healing. Because I feel like that's where you gotta start to change your life. You gotta check your habits and you gotta heal from whatever past traumas and certain decisions in life that you made, or certain circumstances that you were just born in, certain cards that you was dealt. You focus on changing your mindset and healing. Then you gotta focus on changing your habits. So focus on the small tweaks, focus on the small things, the little things. Pay attention to detail. Because when you pay attention to detail, you get a better masterpiece.